What's up, guys? My name's Eric, aka Azraeleternity here, and today we're playing some free-for-all on Salvage. Now, this isn't quite as good of a game as the games that I've posted previously. I actually go 30 and 5, so I decided instead of just doing this as a straight commentary, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it as a gameplay analysis sort of thing, where I'm going to just jump in. Instead of talking the whole time, I'm just going to jump in and point out things that I'm doing well and point out things that I could have improved upon. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you listen to the comments that I'm making. And if you have any questions, feel free to post below. And that's going to be it. This is a good example of when the spawn system forces a player that just died to spawn near their killer, forcing a revenge kill. Good job at taking him out, and then moving on to a different location. Here's a good example of situational awareness. You have two people charging at your location. You take out the one on the left and then move on to the one on the right. As the one on the right took a Claymore hit and is less likely to immediately react to you. Good job switching to your secondary instead of waiting for the primary to reload, and moving out of the way to take out anybody reacting to your unsilenced weapon firing. This is an unfortunate mistake. You stay in the same area that you just killed 3 people at while using your Predator missile, and don't bother to use it to defend yourself while you're prone on the ground. It would have saved you the death. Good job keeping your head on a swivel and your ear to the ground, as letting you find players by listening to further footsteps. I wouldn't have recommended chasing the guy down that you had just hurt, as you've lost the element of surprise, but it seems like you got a really good drop on him. Your Claymore placement needs work. It seems like that Claymore was only going to cover the entrance of the door. It's lucky that it ends up taking out the guy that overshoots his corner. This was a really sloppy kill. Had you been paying attention to where he would have been going, it would have been a cleaner kill and would have resulted in fewer people realizing there was a firefight in your location.
Enemy care package incoming.
However, you make up for it by making sure to seek cover when reloading, and ends up getting you the 7th streak. Dropping your Harrier any old place generally isn't a good idea. You should have waited to see if there was any active firefights and drop it on those locations. It looks like you learned your lesson from before, as you've now gone to cover to use your Predator missile.
Pavelow standing by. Enemy UAV online. Enemy UAV online.
Here you get outgunned when your Claymore fails to do the job. You should have thrown a flashbang to disorient him while he was charging out of the hall. Good job at moving from cover point to cover point while heading through a highly trafficked area. Had there been more people around, it might have been the deciding factor of if you got a kill or a death. This is just boatloads of fail. Had you been more patient and not charged around the corner, this could have been 2 kills instead of 1 and an avoidable death. This isn't much better. Instead of ADS, you should have gone for DSP. Drop, spray, pray. Obviously the deaths are taking a toll on you, because I don't even know where you were aiming on this one.
We're winning this fight. Enemy UAV online.
This is tactical button layout at its best. You get surprised by an enemy and drop to the ground. He's still aiming where you used to be, and you're getting the kill. Good job hanging back and keeping the cover, and letting enemies come to you instead of charging after them.
Predator missile ready for deployment.
Good job showing some patience and not immediately pulling out your Predator missile. That move saved you a death.
Standing by.
This is something you need to work on. You just dropped Harriers in. You didn't even notice they were firing on your position. That about wraps it up, ending with 30 and 5. I had some pretty useless deaths, and I'll admit to that. Things I know that I need to work on now that I look at it differently. Check back here for more gameplay, guys. I'm going to be posting more hopefully soon. That about wraps it up. Rate, comment, subscribe.